this big bad brute is called the MG Majestor, and with it, MG claims to have opened up a new segment called D+. So essentially, it sits above the likes of the Gloster with added equipment and safety, and it's allegedly a little bit bigger too. MG says that this has no relation to the Gloster and is positioned above it, but I beg to differ. I mean, you tell me what you think down in the comments, but there are some similarities and we have seen this car before overseas. But anyway, let's look at the Majestor and tell you what it is. It's got this very bold bluff grille. Look at the size of these chunky grille elements and the size of that MG badge up there. There's some very, very thick skid plate down there and a bold, very tall bonnet line over here. Up here you'll find slim DRLs and the headlamps are down here. As you come over to the side, you will see more of what makes this a big tough SUV, cladding around the wheel arches and big 19-inch wheels over here. It is a very tall car. It's got some embellishments like this little strake down here on the side, on the flanks, and an all-black roof. The familiar kink up over here by the back, and overall, yeah, it has a big, huge road presence, and that's going to appeal to a lot of people. Now, MG is not going to show us the interior of the car today. I'm sure that's because it's still undergoing some work and they're going to elevate it above the likes of the Gloster. But what do you think about the look of this MG Majestor, and do you think there's space above it in the SUV segment? Now, MG has an expansive stall. We're going to go check out some more of the cars that they have on display here at Bharat Mobility Show. Let's start with the MG Cyberster. It's going to be the first model to go on sale from MG's premium MG Select outlets. And we've seen it in red before. In fact, there's a red one over there. But this is the first time I'm seeing it in yellow. And oh boy, I think it looks even better. It's a very striking looking roadster. It's got these scissor doors that open up and a fabric roof that folds down. And it packs in 510 horsepower, enough for a 0 to 100 time of just 3.2 seconds. Like this MG7 Trophy Plus, which is a nice, very elegant, very swoopy sedan, and particularly like this color. It looks like a sort of conventional executive sedan. It's 4.8 meters long, but underneath it's packing a punch. It's a petrol engine, 2-liter turbo petrol with 261 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque. That's Skoda Octavia RS territory. Now, this is something that MG has brought here to gauge interest and see if they want to launch it. So please, if you're coming to Bharat Mobility Show, tell the MG people, yes please, because this looks like it might be a whole lot of fun. It looks very nice in my opinion. It looks very practical, and it's got a wonderful interior finished in this sort of wine red color. It looks like a true luxury product. But check it out. Let the people at MG know what you think if you're interested in a car like this. Now this right here is the new ZS HEV. It's the next generation of the ZS and the Aster that are on sale. Now HEV is the clue here. While the ZS in India is an EV and the Aster is a petrol car, this one is a hybrid. It packs in almost 200 horsepower from its hybrid powertrain. But more than any of that, it shows a new look, a new exterior and a new interior with a whole lot more equipment and a much more modern design, I think, than the current models. Now MG showed the previous generation of this car, the HS, at the 2023 Auto Expo, and this is the brand new one. Talk about a glow up. It's really, really looking like something out of the next generation, because that's exactly what it is. The look is very, very futuristic, and the big change is that it's now a PHEV. It's called the EHS, and that's a big deal. It packs in a 24.7 kilowatt hour battery in addition to 1.5 turbo petrol engine. Together they make 300 horsepower and 350 newton meters of torque, and get this, it's claimed to do over 100 kilometers of electric only range. Now MG is betting big on new energy vehicles, that's EVs and PHEVs, and that includes this car, which they're hoping to gain a lot of big interest in and try and bring it in if you guys are interested enough. Here's the thing, they claim that This car should be driven primarily as an EV, with the engine only being used as a secondary feature, and that will let you really get the most out of a car like this. Would this be something you're interested in? Let us know down in the comments. Now this right here is the MG S5, which appears to be a slightly larger and more sophisticated version of the MG ZS EV. It's packing a 62 kilowatt hour battery with a claimed range of over 500 kilometers, and it's got 170 horsepower of power from its motor. Do you think MG should replace the ZS EV for its next generation with this? Let us know down in the comments. And finally, there is this cool wireframe wooden sculpture, which is halfway between an MG Midget and an MG Cyberster, showing exactly where the brand was and where it is going. Check out the MG Motor India stall if you come down to the Bharat Mobility Show. It's quite interesting and there's a lot to take in. Tell us what you think about what you've seen so far down in the comments.